This week, WEBTOON released a trilogy of short animations to the comic boyfriends, and it was amusing, but had some flaws. Prep's head, when he turned to the side, looked like a mango, but it was a cute dynasty. And I wanted to talk about my likes and dislikes to it, and give my opinions and first thoughts on it. They're all under collectively 2 minutes, so let's just jump right into it. Let's start off with the obvious. What I disliked the most in this animation was definitely the rigging and the modeling off the rip. That's what bothered me the most of anything. It didn't look anything like the characters. Like, I understand there's gonna be a difference between who produced the model and the art style. I mean, I'm gonna expect something different, but it's almost like they took two completely different characters from like two completely different series. Like, they replicated the same color palette and got the tones perfectly, which I can commend them for, but do they actually look like the characters feature-wise? Jock looked like a middle-aged coach. Prep, that's not Prep. That's where he says stop. Nerd maybe looked the closest to, just not from the side though.
How long you been doing hair?
For like 3 years.
Yeah, that's cute. Can you turn around for me? Yeah.
The characters look like something I couldn't quite frankly get and couldn't, like, you know, comprehend. Like, it looks like something someone who saw the comic like maybe 5 years ago and was asked to make a reference, a fever dream if you will. I'm gonna be quite frank with you, a lot of the handles from the models were not adjusted properly, and a lot of the moments in the videos just looked flat out odd. Taking a random screenshot would probably be nightmare fuel, which led to a lot of their arms looking not so adjacent and looking just flat out strange. Flatter than the damn backgrounds. I have a love-hate relationship with the backgrounds too. My issue with a lot of the backgrounds is that they don't sit well to the characters, and waterfall, no water moving whatsoever. I think at some points Jock was struggling to pick where to look at. I don't know, he looked a little cross-eyed sometimes. They had mango seeds when they would turn to the side, and it was just really awkward. That's just one of the things I really did not like about their design. Some of the shading was off on the neck, but at some points they were there and they looked really well. I don't know what happened there. And there were some parts where tweening wasn't exactly present, where something was just drastically skipped over and just looked flat out lazy. You can tell, biggest example, Exhibit A, the kissing. They literally look like they teleported, no Star Trek. I think one of the major issues too is how stiff a lot of the characters turned out. Small movements weren't fluid at all, like dry, desert, like it wasn't giving. Now, the voice acting. I know I'm the last person to speak on voice acting.
Father, when can I leave to be on my own? I've got the whole world to see.
I truly think that Pinocchio movie being released was a planned attack. I think this is the part where I will bridge to the absolute positives, because I did love the voice acting for the most part. I really like the voice acting. I think some parts of the delivery was a bit questionable.
Does he not like me? Why do I keep embarrassing myself around him? I guess I just have to avoid him for the rest of my life.
But I have more compliments, really, if anything. The drinking and eating was funny as hell, though. Not actually seeing the food process kind of tickled me. I don't know. Now, on to the positives. I thoroughly enjoyed the background music. It was very commercial. It was very PBS Kids. I think it kept a very good flow well and was used super appropriately at the right times. It was delectable. And Happy Joy Joy, I felt like it captured the series honestly very well. Another thing, the acting I mentioned earlier, I think was very well too. I think the character that had the best delivery throughout all 3 episodes was Nerd. His comedic parts and breaks were everything I lived for. I saw a lot of people complaining about his voice, but I absolutely loved it. Props to whoever voiced him. The extra effects that took place, like with Nerd telling Goth, hey, I'm interested in these two, and the text effects that came out really, really well and really complemented the episode. I think the finger movements had lovely detail and looked very fluid. I noticed they changed some lines and endings, but it flowed well too. There was one for episode 25 where Nerd was supposed to kind of change the subject, but they gave it to Jock. But I liked it because Jock had the better delivery that time.
I thought we were just making out, like bros.
Wow. Anyway,
I think the voices they gave for Jock and Nerd were very spot on. I really liked Prep too, but I think for Prep it lacked a little in the expression department, but I still liked his voice nonetheless. I think when it came to that character, what makes him special is like how expressive and how loud he is. That's for my interpretation. Some of the backgrounds I did like was the more simpler polka dot ones with the tiny movements. Those looked very well next to the characters and looked very pretty. Overall, the pacing was very well, and if I caught this on TV, I would tune the in. I back. It's cute. I thought this was really cute. Cute for the moment, cute for the time. Everything was really cute. So I hope you guys head into it with an open mind. I think you guys should check it out and like, you know, show some support. Yeah. And these were just a few things that kind of like stuck out to me and kind of my input on it. So I'll leave links down below and you let me know what you guys think. What did you like and dislike? I will see you guys out. Leave a like, share the video, and subscribe. Bye.